fellow crafters, Amanda here with Crafting with Amanda, and today I am bringing you a Scrapper's Topsy Turvy hop, and it's a Valentine's theme. So what we're supposed to do is you're starting with a Valentine Day theme, and then we're spinning it so that you're documenting something that you love, but it's not a person or a pet. So they had suggested, do you love your blender? Do you love your shoes? Well, I thought about this all month. I signed up for it. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got tons of Valentine's paper. And then I couldn't figure out what I love. But then I found these pictures from, I believe it was 1997, when my husband and I were in Walt Disney World with our friends, and I insisted that we watch the Mainstreet Electrical Light Parade because I have loved it since I was a kid. So I pulled these 4 photos, and then I also went on the internet and pulled what I'm going to use as my title, which is the big drum that says Mainstreet Electrical Parade, I believe. And so you have Elliot, Pete's dragon here, with a couple of the bugs that run around, and then the big princess fairy with her wings that's coming down Main Street. And when I was a little kid, we went to Disney World for the first time, and my parents, you know, we were wore out. We didn't realize it at the time, but so they planned for us to have dinner, and we would sit on the curb to watch the first showing of the electrical light parade, because in that time back in the 80s they ran, I want to say one at like 9 o'clock or 9:30, and then they ran it again at 11:30 to kind of like close out the park. So we would sit on the curb and eat our dinner, and it was about an hour before the parade would start, but we always had, and I didn't realize this, seats on the curb because my parents planned ahead for it. And so these little bugs that were zooming around, one of them came right up to me and dipped its head, and you know, as a probably 11-12-year-old girl, it was just way too much fun. So back to what I'm doing on the layout. I'm getting better at layering my papers. I will have you know that I chose these layering all by myself. I didn't even look at Pinterest or any other site. I just kind of went, oh, well, this is how I'm going to put my photos, and I put them all on one mat to make it feel so that I could use it all as one photo iteration. And then the other papers I kind of just cut down and put them underneath, and some of them I didn't even have full pieces, so I had a little piece of this and a little piece of that and just cut them so that they would be the same width and shoved them underneath, and I'm just really proud of myself. I don't show you on screen later, but this tag that I did pop tape that Main Street Electrical Parade photo up so that the tag has a pocket in behind that. And when I put it into my page protector, I'll cut a slit so that the tag just pulls in and out. And then I realized that I needed some orange, even though I have all the pinks and reds with this paper. I think it was called Sweetheart. I needed to have some orange along with some green, but I pulled that in with the hearts to balance out the green and the colors of the parade floats. And then I needed a background, so I did consult my artist that we have living in house. We have a 20-year-old artist nursing student that lives here, so he consulted on what color to use for the background, and this is, I believe, sangria. And so it pulls out kind of the purple mauve of the swirls on the title photo, Main Street Electrical Parade. And there is some purple in the striped papers of the Sweetheart. It's very subtle. So now I'm looking at my tri-blend marker swatches, excuse me, because I want to color some of the shimmer trim. I don't have a green shimmer trim, so I'm going to color it with the alcohol markers, and I'm going to try the 2 shades of the Alpine, the light and the medium. So this is the medium shade, and in the move, gotta love movers, they didn't pack my stuff real well. Well, I will tell you that I am packing my studio actually probably here in the next couple weeks, unfortunately, because we have to convert my studio back to a bedroom so that for showing the house it shows as, you know, a bedroom. So I will be packing my studio, but when we moved out here from Michigan, the movers literally just like dumped my stuff in boxes, and there were cards that were mangled, and obviously some of my other stuff that was not very well cared for. So I put a small piece of the dark green on the right and I put the light green on the left. And you can just see it behind the heart there on the left. And I like how the dark green looked better, so that's what I'm going to use. Well, then I decided that I wanted to do like a second layer of banners. I did a video before, and it was inspired by Jessica Dupinski, where she did layers of banners. And these are just kind of every other one. It's not quite as elaborate as some of the other layered banners that I've seen. Took my needle nose pliers, bent needle nose pliers, and I cut the pin portion off of the word happy. I'd found that when I was looking for other embellishments. So here I found orange, white, and green brads, kind of doing a stash dive into the recesses of my room. And I just thought I wanted something just to add a little bit more. I didn't necessarily need a lot of it. I didn't want to distract too much from the title and from the photos, and they are older photos. So I just thought I would add a couple brads, and I don't know if you've added brads in a while, but for me, I just take my piercing tool, and then supporting the back of the paper, I take my piercing tool and kind of widen out the hole and push my brads through. And then to set the brads so that they're flush on the paper, you open up the two legs on the back, and then you kind of push it in with the back of my piercing tool, and it actually kind of sets the brads on. And I will show you later, I didn't realize this until recently, that you add tape over your brad legs on the back, and then it doesn't catch on the other layouts when you put them in and out of your album pages. So that's what I'm going to show you here, is I'm going to put painter's tape over the 6 brads that I added to the layout. This layout came together very quickly. I had the hearts already cut for another project. You can see the banners here. I was just really pleased with how this turned out, balancing the colors in the photo and the prompt. This is how you can connect with me. I have a Facebook group, and I'm Crafty with Amanda. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to join our community. Here's another video that may interest you, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.